Hey, Baddest Boss Jen here. It is 5 o'clock and it's time for our monthly Baddest Boss Jen. And so we're going through, you guys, just all the things, any questions you might have about real estate, investing, money. Money makes money, you guys. That's how the world works. And while I'm the foremost expert, on creative financing, and real estate investing and lending, I like to go through all the different options of how do you get started in real estate? What can you do to ensure that you are absolutely 100% being able to really get your butt in gear and making money and doing what you want to do. So, anyways, we are just starting this off. We're going to give people a few minutes to jump on here, answer some questions. So this is the first time I'm 100% in just my podcasting world of Riverside. So I don't have a bunch of different things open. So if I'm not public, I apologize. So hopefully it works out good and we'll be able to get all this. So, anyways, if you don't know who I am, what up? I'm Badass Boss Jen. I am an investor, a financing guru. I'm actually a licensed professional, so I can actually help people understand and comply with all traditional lending rules. In addition to non-qualified non-QM loans, it really pays you guys to have an expert in lending. And the reason why is lending is a lot and it changes. And to have the most updated information available for at all times is super important. Okay. A lot of people that I work with in my creative community are not licensed officials, and that's okay for them. But really, to be able to help majority of the people out there, we do need to know rules and regulations. I have to hear by all of those, and that allows me to be super super professional and give the uttermost important guidance to my clients and my investors and everyone that I work with. So, just going forward, I'm going to give people like 2 more minutes to just jump on here and then we'll go through and figure out what we need to do. But welcome if you're just joining me again. My name is Badass Boss Jen. I'm a real estate investor. I've been investing in real estate personally for about 20 years. I've expanded my real estate portfolio from about $1 million to multi-million dollars. I did it 2 years ago. I made a decision to leave, take one of my assets, sell it, and divide it out into multiple assets, which included business buying, multifamily units, single family, subject to creative. I basically just had an ultimate goal of expanding my portfolio and I did it at warp speed. So I went for about a million to multi-million dollars. And in that um, year of doing that and growing, I learned a lot. And now I'm here to give advice and help people with whatever they might want to know or need in order to get started in real estate investing. So I'm super excited to be here and to help everybody out. And like I said, this is the first time, if you're just joining me, that I'm doing 100% live on StreamYard. So if you can't see me, I apologize. DM me and I will get back to you guys. But that is what my goal is try to make this team streamline. So, what we're going over today, you guys, is my favorite topic, and this is business buying. In the fun part about buying a business, it's a totally different lending aspect of traditional mortgages. You are only going to qualify really when you're looking at this is the business itself. Now, a big misunderstanding when you buy businesses is that, okay, it's all about the business, nothing about me. That's not true. If you get a subject to or creative lending or seller financing, which is much more common in business purchasing, then you might not have to do the standard bank regulations of qualifying with your own personal guarantee behind it. But 90% of the people like me that are funding these, we still want to know everything about you. We still want to make sure that you're personally guaranteed to pay these back. And what I mean, you is the business. We're going to be asking for all the information on making sure that this happens. So, in order to really get going and buying a business is you have to understand the lending. And really this has to go with any type of real estate investing you're doing. Whether you're a first-time buyer in a single family property and it's going to be your primary residence, or you're an investor and you're just starting to expand your investing portfolio and you're buying multiple properties, or you're buying a business. It's all going to come down to, do you have the ability to repay? And if you do, then the lender will lend you money. Now, let's be clear on this. The lender wants to get paid back. The lender's only goal in this is to make money. That's the job of the lender. They want to make money and they want to make sure if they don't make money, they have one or two options. First option is always, we're going to take the asset. We're going to take the house. We're going to take the business. We're taking the building. We're going to take whatever it is from you. And then the second repercussion is going to be we're going to come after you too. So we want to be able to make sure that if we lend money, that we're going to see that money back. All right. And this is something that really excites me to talk about because it is important to understand, you guys, that even seller financing will come after you. Like I seller financed one of my properties. That seller is in default. We're in a lawsuit now because they defaulted on that and I'm foreclosing on the property. So even though you may be or have a seller financing, they still have the rights. And in non-judicial states, which Nevada and Arizona and quite a few states are, it's a faster process than the traditional lender will have. So keep that in mind, you guys. If you're getting out there and you're jumping on the bandwagon of buying RVs, parks and storage units, or even a single family residence, if you're a first time buyer, you need to make sure that you can qualify to pay this property back. You don't want to get in a bad situation. Now, that's just my little, experience of being a qualified lender is I'm going to make sure my uttermost importance is making sure that my lenders get paid back. So anyone I associate myself with, my ultimate goal is making sure that I'm securing that lender with a good borrower because I'm a lender. And when people default on me, it's a bummer. It takes time, it takes energy, and it's really, really, really frustrating to have to go through the process. So being an experienced investor for so many years and buying so many properties is really what makes me so good at what I do in the commercial lending side because I understand what these lenders are looking for and I want to protect them. And I also want to protect the business buyer or building buyer that want to do that and make sure that cohesively coming together, which means I'm also underwriting the property. If you're going to buy an RV park and you want to get lending on it, I'm gonna have you send me that information. I'm going to underwrite it, submit the DSCR calculation to you and say, yes, this works. This will work for you. And I'll show it to you. And I'm going to submit that to the lender on your behalf. It really is an advantage instead of just going to somebody that says, oh, hey, I can do commercial loans and they work for one lender. The benefit of working with me is I am a broker and have been for 10 years. So, two things with that super experienced. I know how to use multiple lenders. I know what every lender is looking for. There is a certain thing that every lender looks for. For example, you guys in business buying, if we're buying RV parks, if we're buying car washes, if we're buying a storage unit, there is going to be lenders that will lend on that and will not lend on that. That's step one. Step two, inside of this RV park or self storage, or let's just take more a car wash. What else is a part of that? Okay, well, the car wash is attached to a gas station. The gas station makes the majority of the money. So if you're going to go get a loan for that, you're not getting a loan for the car wash. You're getting a loan on a gas station, which is a specialty loan. They totally different loans. So having someone like me that you can chat with. You can hit me up. My website is badassbossjen.com and you can get on there and there's a million links and you can just click on it and go straight to my team's email and you can ask that question and be like, hey, I'm thinking about buying this, what would I need to qualify? And we look it up, we ask for the address, we reply back, and without seeing any books, we first just look at the property. Always starts with that. And again, one benefit of me is, you guys, is I'm going to always be honest. It always starts with the property. Two things I look at is number one, the property. Number two, the exit. Even if you expect to have a long-term hold, primary residence, you guys, you're going to live in there forever. This is your home. It's your first home. You and your significant other are going to live in there and you're going to have children. It's going to be great. You're going to be there forever. Reality is that's probably not going to happen. So my advantage for my clients is they come to me and say, okay, cool. This is going to be your forever home. But let's really think about it if it's not, just in case. Is this a good investment for you? Are you in a good neighborhood? Are you where you want to be? Can you resell this property? This is an advantage of working with someone like me because I am experienced. Now, your real estate agent should be giving this, but they have a lot of fiduciary laws that restrict them and they have to be compliant to their laws. And so you want to make sure if your realtor is not able to give you concise advice, I will. I'll do it because it's not mine. I'm not purchasing it, but I will take my history, what I've learned in the areas that I'm super educated in, and I will share that information because I want everyone I work with to hopefully never have to use me again. If your goal is to buy this forever and never touch it again, I want to make that goal a reality. Will that happen? Very rarely. You probably will come back to me, we'll figure something out, but that's okay. That's what I'm here to do. And that is again across the board, whether you're buying a single family residence for your first or you're buying you're using a commercial loan to buy your first business and you're going to roll it in and expand into multiple businesses, okay? So, let's just back frame a little bit and tell you a little bit about me and why I am an expert in this. So, number 1, I have been buying real estate for many years. I've been renovating it. I've been looking at something, designing it in my head. How can I reconfigure this to make more money? Literally since my 20s, I've been doing this. I'm obsessed with it. And I continue to do that everywhere I go. So I have 20 plus years of doing that. But in the years of doing that, I've also aligned myself with the best in the business. I had one of my good friends recruit me into mortgage, and she was the best. I learned so much from her and her team. And that allowed me to be around other investors that were doing it at even higher level than me. And then I learned, and I was in a community that, this is a lending, this is all there is, that's it. And I learned real quickly that that wasn't all. That's it, because that was just what box they knew. So I decided to go out and find what else is out there. I aligned myself with another amazing loan officer. He is still one of my favorite. What's up, Ed? And he opened my eyes into brokering. There's so many other ways you could help people, especially self-employed. Where in my other lending world, you couldn't. It was you needed 2 years tax returns. You need this. That's all. But the reality is that wasn't true. There's so many options out there. So I got a gift, and I moved and I shifted gears and went to a brokering, and spent many years there and loved it. And at that point, I leveled up. I got better coaching that understood all the dynamics of types of lending. And then I joined Arte, which is Andy Frisella and Ed Milet, and being around a group of pretty people that were 100%, we're here to make money and do good, and paid a lot of money to be coached by these people and be in that community. So I've invested a lot of money in that. And then I leveled up even more and got another coach. And then I leveled up even more and became an owner, part owner of Pace Morby's community of the Owners Club. And this allows me to be in a room full of tons of amazing people. I mean, I've been able to speak directly to the owner of Prime Corporate Services, a massive corporation. I've been able to directly speak with Tim Story and Tim Ferriss. And my gosh, how many people have we spoken with? So many things. Jordan Peterson. I got to speak to Andy Frisella. I got to speak with Ed Milet. Like, these are the type of people that I'm around that are doing massive. Oh my gosh, Jerry Norton, huge impact in my life. Ken McElroy, huge impact. I got to be a part of something and have a correspondence with him and Pace and talk about management of multifamily and how AI impacts it. This is why you guys come to somebody that is invested in their business and in themselves, like I have, because I'm not just taking my knowledge, because I consider myself to be this little teeny fish in the pond. But I've taken the time and energy to be in the right rooms, to be around the right people, and be in and around people that are doing it at the highest level and that are encouraging me to go bigger and do more and help more people. So, and then, about 2 years ago, I really got involved with Charlie Kirk. Love him or hate him, that's not for me to debate. But I love debating. And really, my job, what makes me so amazingly good at what I do, is because I have the ability to take a topic, a person, their needs. They tell me what their need is. I understand their need. I do my research. I do a ton of research on the property. I do research on all the lenders. And then I go to lenders, and I go to lender with a specific demographic of what this loan's going to look like, what we're going to do, and I deliver that. And I'm always successful because I understand that I had to do my research. And that comes from understanding a topic, being able to take that topic, put it in a very specific set, and deliver that information like a debate to an underwriter and to a lender. That person was absolutely amazing at what he did, and he did it with grace and honor. And I just have to bring that up in this video and live, and I'll always continue to do it. That day forever changed my life because I was watching something to learn. I watched him speak every single college. I would have been at that event, which is just crazy because I love hearing people speak and debate live and how they do it and all the research they've done to do it. It was so amazing to me. So, but I got to see a life taken in front of my eyes, and I'll never unsee that. And I don't care what I do in the rest of my life. I don't ever want my children or the next person to be able to have to see an assassination. When I come to be educated and learn and watch someone speak at the top level and be the best at speaking to people and take all the other noise and put it away. I don't care about anything else. I love debate. I actually agree with a lot of Charlie Kirk things. I would say it way more than a lot of people say that they do. I agree with it. I love family structure. I think that you need two entities of family, and I believe in making a good life for my children. So That to me is another reason why I'm on here, and I'm gonna continue to do more. I'm gonna do more events. I'm gonna speak at more high schools, at more unions for trade workers, and encouraging them to not only become part of the trade, do the journeyman and apprenticeship, join one of my companies, will pay for it, but teach you how to own that business from that point forward. I will show you how to get inside the business, learn the business, and then buy the business from me. And I'll help you with the lending. I'll help you with everything that you may need to know about it just so you can buy it in the future. And I took that from losing somebody that had so much to give, and I'm excited to share that. So I want to put that in. I have great honor, and I truly believe that it's given me the willpower to come out and say, I am absolutely here to serve and help more people understand what I understand. And I don't even know who started it, but the truth is, I am Charlie Kirk, and I will continue to share what I do best with everyone. It's not a religious stage, it's not a political stage, but it is a stage of bringing other lenders in here and other real estate agents and talking about the topics and the new type of lending. What else is out there that you're not used to that people tell me all day long? That, "Oh my gosh, this is illegal. You can't do subject to. You shouldn't do this." Like, I hear it all day long. The thing is, it's really not new, but we have to reintroduce it to everybody and say, "Hey, as of today, it is September 15th, you guys, and foreclosures are up. Our job market is going down. We're going to get into a bad situation. What are you going to do to all these people that can't afford it? You're going to have people like me that are going to give these people options." When I was part of 2008, 9, 10, 11, where I called the bank and I had no option. I said, "What do I do?" And their only option was just don't pay. They had nothing. They had no options for us. And I paid a lawyer, a representation. I paid a lawyer a lot of money to confirm, yes, this is what you have to do. So please keep that in mind. I've seen all this, and I'm here to advise and help and to just educate that there's more than one option. And on the lending side, that the lenders are going to start adapting, and they're going to start figuring out new ways to lend, and new lenders are going to come in here. So the way that we're used to doing traditional lending, commercial lending, it's all molding and growing, and we have to be a part of that. Okay. So to get down to the nitty gritty. All right, money and topics. Let's talk about single family residence, because obviously that's what I do. I spend the majority of my time helping people qualify, whether you're an investor, first time investor, very seasoned investor. What do you do to qualify for a loan? All right. So you need to make sure that whatever the property is that you are going to purchase, that rent that you're going to rent, if you're an investor, covers your principal, interest, mortgage. That's your mortgage, and then your taxes and insurance. If you can cover that plus more, your debt to income, or your ratio, your DSCR, debt service ratio loan, will have a number tied to it. Should be 1 or above. I'll help you all day long. I do these calculators for people, and I'd love to assist you with it as well. And the rates for these, you guys, are in the sixes. Okay, we're back. Everyone says the rates are high. Investments, I have one that's at 8.5%. We're refinancing this month, and we're going to get it down to a 6.875, right? And I could probably get it lower. So this is a time to take advantage. If you have a DSCR loan and you want to rate and term refinance, do it. Make more money on your money. And why is it so important to do it right now in a 1 to 4 unit? That is anything that's smaller wouldn't be considered commercial. I can go up to 8 sometimes. But the reason why we do that right now, you guys, is values are going to come down. It is so important that you guys take advantage of why your value is still here, refinance and get a lower rate. Because if you wait for that rate to come down more, which it might, I don't see it going too much lower, but if it does, your value is going to be lower. You won't qualify for it. So I saw this, and it's going to happen again. So take advantage. Reach out to me and my team. We will help you with this. Even if you are a single family person, you own your home, you don't want to touch your interest rate. I just helped my friend with this. You want to refinance. Don't get stuck on that rate. If you can pay off all your debt and your student loans, you guys, student loans are coming. If you default on your federal debt to the student loans, you will never qualify for an FHA, VA, USDA loan ever until you pay that off. Just refinance. Use your property paid off. And if you just pay off your student loans, you guys, it's considered a rate and term. You get the best interest rate. So this is the time to do it. And I literally never encourage everyone, once you're in it, don't touch it. But this is the time, because is what's going to happen is the value is going to come down. Qualifying is going to get harder for a little while, and you will not have an opportunity. Do not put yourself in a position where you held onto a rate and you lost your house because your other debt was so big and you couldn't get out of your debt. All right. So that is a fantastic thing to look at. Now let's just transition over to business loans. Um, Business loans are good right now. There are pieces of them that lenders will not work with at all. Retail, very hard to get loans on right now. Restaurants, very hard. Why? Those are defaulting. There's a lot of defaults on those. And so if you're getting into that business, connect with my team and I. We will let you know what lenders are looking for, what are their interest rates, and they are not bad. They're so fantastic. It gives you the ability to own a company and really move forward. And if I would encourage anyone, I would encourage you to always invest in real estate. You have to diversify. I do everything. I have an investment guru, and he handles all of my investments, and he's the best in the business. And I'm so grateful and honored, Brian. I still rave about you every day. So, so grateful. Um, if anyone needs an amazing financial advisor, somebody that just knows and is just a genuinely amazing human, I will give you my financial guy. He is the best in the business. And I would love to share all of his information with you guys. And so I've got it in the market. I am diversifying. I've got it in multifamily. I've got it in single family. I've got it in businesses. And now I'm going to grow that network. So when one comes down, like real estate, it's okay. I just run with the course and keep everything alone. And then I start investing in other areas. I'm now in land development, you guys. Why am I getting development? Warren Buffett just invested, what was it, $500 million into new construction, into Lennar, and I think it's Del Webb, but he is investing in that. You have to watch the people that are doing the best of the best, and it's all you have to do. It's free. This is one good thing about social media. Besides, there's a lot of craziness out there. There's a lot of great people and great information for free. You don't have to spend hundreds of $1,000s like I did to be coached. You can just watch what they're doing, and they'll tell you exactly what they're doing. So, diversify and make sure that you are literally taking advantage of everything that's possible out there. So, I've been on here for 21 minutes. I can't see any of the comments. So if you guys are commenting, please, I'm sorry, I'm on Riverside and I'm doing this streaming. So I will get back to any and all comments because I can't see them right now. But this is my first intro into this because really switching over to podcasting. Please join my podcast, you guys. It's Badass Boss. We go through all of the amazing things it takes to build business. And of course, money makes money. And that's the topic that I go over all the time is money makes money, you guys. And that's how the world goes around. So, Badass Boss is the podcast, discusses money, business, real estate, life, and relationships, how money creates power, community, and badass bosses that change the world. Because really, that's my only goal here. I need to invest and make enough money so I can make the world a better place. And I love solo episodes, just me going through training and what it is like to go through the situations I've gone through and go through how to purchase a property, what is subject to all of my foreclosures, what does it feel like to be in a lawsuit, how cool is Pace Morby, how cool are some of these people, and then I have amazing people coming on to be guests with me, and so it's just really being a part of a badass boss community that we all want to have a better world around us. We want to live a better life and have America and Americans get back to entrepreneurship and encouraging one another to be great and do amazing things. So that is on out there, and I'm so excited, you guys. Please join me. We're going to be just taking over the internet and doing a lot of podcasting. So let's just wrap up again, you guys. Badass Boss Jen here. I am your financing and real estate expert. I help you with all the things that are related to money, whether you're buying your first property or you're buying your first investment property or you're a seasoned investor or you want to buy a business. Guess what? This is what I do and I'm here to help you do it. And I want to walk you through the process of how to get started, how to expand, and how to do it quickly because I've done this. I'm never going to advise that I haven't done. And I'm also going to line you with amazing people that help you do it. So if you're out there and you're in a single family residence, call my team and I. We would love to help you out with just getting a quote on refinancing, paying off your student loan, paying off the debt. You guys, if it's high, who gives a crap about the rate? I will literally show you. I just went through this with a good friend of mine. He has a 3.25 interest rate. He was 380,000. He needs to roll in his barn that he got a special loan for that is so hard to get rid of. He needs to roll that into it, and he can't assume it. So now he's going to go from a 3.25 to a 4.99%, you guys. And his overall payment is going to be less than the two loans combined. You have to have someone look at this. Do not get stuck on an interest rate. Same thing when you're buying business, you guys. It's not an interest rate that you care about. It's about that monthly payment. Can your business cover that payment? That's what you need to look at. And really, this is what we should be living our lives by. Can I afford it? If you can't afford that payment, don't buy that house. I've been an advocate of this forever. I will never, ever, ever advise anyone to buy something just because. You need to make sure it's a good investment in today, tomorrow, and your future. And I really hope that I can help everyone do that. So reach out to me, you guys. If anyone needs me, my website's super simple. You can see it in the description. Badass Boss Jen, which is Badass Boss Jenn, two N's. Yes, I do that because believe it or not, Jen's pretty common. Badassbossjen.com. You can reach me at Jen, Jenn, at badassbossjen, Jenn.com. That is my email. It comes directly to me. And I would love the opportunity to help you guys. So here we are. We've been on here for 25 minutes. And I just want to wrap up and just saying, please join me on my podcast, Badass Boss with Jen Billett. I'm super excited to go through all of the topics and tools of how to invest, how to use money, how to use financing to get you to where you need to go. Um, have some of my amazing guests on here. I've got so many people from so many pieces of our amazing real estate world and outside. I have amazing, like top notch, badass mamas that are coming in here. If you know anything about me, I love everybody. So I have people that are in industries that you would never think to come on my episode. And they're going to talk about how they made it work on their fan page, their fan only pages. How do they make income? We've got ranchers. I've got so many people because the rule of the thumb is everybody is here and has money and wants to make money on their money. They want to better themselves. And so it shouldn't matter. But I want to bring that to the forefront. I want to show everyone we can love everyone, we can honor everyone, and everyone should have an opportunity to finance and build their dreams of wealth. And I'm going to advocate for this forever. And I'm grateful that I finally have an opportunity to really expand and share my knowledge and my information with everyone. So, you guys, please join me again. It's the 15th of every single month I come to you live. We'll make sure the chat's on and that we will do a Facebook and Instagram live so I can answer anything you guys have at me. But I love everybody. Continue to lead with love. Continue to honor Charlie Kirk and continue to do what you do best and know that the world needs you. In order to be the best badass version of yourself, we need you to be you. We don't need anyone else in this world. We just need you. And everybody needs you to share your light. So that's me. That's my inspiration. And I am going to end on this. I am Charlie Kirk, and I am here to help people and get the message out that we are one and we are here for love and we are here for bringing people together. And there's zero place in this world for the horrible acts of violence. There's just not out there. So, all right, you guys, I'm out. Badassbossjen.com. Jen at badassbossjen is my email. And I love and adore everybody. Have an amazing 15th of the month. Make it. You have 15 days left. Is that what we're right here? Yes, exactly 15 days. Make your absolute best. All right. See you guys.